I survived 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. Here is how it went. Hardcore season 2, here we go. We spawned in right next to this little village, which was really handy because in the early days of hardcore Minecraft, you need food, shelter, and a bed, and we got all of those. Then we headed to the next village to ravage some more, and then slept for the first time, making it finally day 2. Then we moved on to getting some iron, found a shipwreck, and found some diamonds. On day 4, I set off on a 2,000 block adventure to find some mangrove logs so I could build my starter house. Then on day 5, we put our diamonds to good use and made a diamond house and planted a field. However, our living situation was a literal haystack, so that needed to be fixed. Farmer Bailz got to work constructing a big beetroot. It had grown so spacious it were big enough to live in, it were. The outside turned out quite alright, but the interior was a little bit lackluster, so I went to a neighbouring village to steal their torches and decorated the inside, I did. We made it to day 10 and we'd established ourselves a little shelter, but we were lacking a bit of armour and our leather boots just wouldn't do. So I covered myself in more leather armour and then headed across to a village to trade for diamond gear because I'm terrified of caving. We started by trading with the farmer and we traded all of our carrots and our wheat to get some emeralds. Once we had enough, we started trading with the librarian to start working on our infinite emerald hack. For this to work, you need to buy glass from a librarian, craft it into glass panes, and then sell it to a cartographer. For it to be profitable, you need to have converted both villages. But I got distracted and tamed a cat. Yay! On day 13, I continued to trade to get some more emeralds, and then we headed off into a woodland to try and find a mushroom to craft a fermented spider eye so we could brew a potion of weakness. That was a bit of a mouthful. We got the mushrooms and tamed a new cat and then headed back and crafted a fermented spider eye. I realised I had to go to the Nether to get blaze powder. I had no way of getting to the Nether, so my best bet was to repair a ruined portal, but I needed to find diamonds, so I went shipwreck raiding to find some diamonds to craft a diamond pickaxe so that I could fix this broken Nether portal. Before going to the Nether, it was only wise to upgrade to iron armor. And on day 17, we'd finally made it to the Nether. It was time to go blaze hunting. When I tell you, I was so nervous I was gonna die. I literally fought this blaze, and I grabbed the blaze rod, and I just ran. We made it back in one piece, and we were able to get brewing our potions of weakness. Then all we had to do was find a zombie, make him bite a villager, and then cure it so that by day 19 we had our reduced trades. I spent the rest of day 19 and some of day 20 trading and crafting so that we could get enough emeralds to level up our armorer to eventually unlock the diamond leggings and boots trade. Look, we got our first bits of diamond armor. Every now and then the trades would lock, so I ran back to the beetroot to plant some fields so we could trade with the farmer and earn even more emeralds. All of this meant that we'd get diamond armor sooner. On day 21, I headed back to the village to do some trading with the farmer until the trades unlocked, and when they eventually did, I got back to our infinite emerald hack. By day 22, we finally had enough emeralds to complete our diamond armor set, and I have to say, we do look very good. I now had all the means necessary to take on anything. Well, almost anything. There was only one feasible next option: Netherite. And to get that, I had to blow a tunnel in the Nether, so we needed a creeper farm. So I got to work getting a bunch of materials and then building said creeper farm. We needed some iron for the hopper in the farm, so I had to confront my fear of caving. But luckily, we found quite a bit of iron, and we even came across this zombie spawner and found ourselves a saddle, which I then decided to give a little test drive and found a horse and named it Stanley. I now had all of the materials necessary to build the farm and a new friend in Stanley who I managed to find some gold armor inside the beetroot for. But we didn't have enough cats for the creeper farm, so me and Stanley went on an adventure to find another cat to breed with Mimi, our cat. We got the cat home and bred it with Mimi and then started to build our creeper farm. We used basically the standard creeper farm that everybody does, but it got the job done. I spent day 25 to 30 AFKing at the creeper farm, and then after that we headed over to a little island to gather some sand to cross some TNT. Now we were ready to blow a tunnel through the Nether. I forgot how time consuming mining the ancient debris was. We went through about 4 stacks of TNT and ended up getting a decent number of ancient debris. Let me know down in the comments how many you think we got, and I'll tell you in a second. Luckily this part of the video was filmed before the release of Minecraft 1.20, so we didn't need the upgrade templates to get Netherite. We managed to get ourselves 31 ancient debris. I was so happy with that. We seemed to get really lucky. I immediately got to smelting the debris and then crafting a smithing table, then crafting our scraps into ingots, and then making some netherite armor. By day 37, I had a taste for netherite. I was already covered in it, but I wanted some for my tools. The only problem being, I didn't have any diamond tools. So I had to go caving for some diamonds. I know, pretty scary stuff. I managed to get enough diamonds to create a full set of diamond tools. Then it was back to the creeper farm to AFK, then back to the nether to do more exploding. Then safe and sound back in the overworld to do some crafting into netherite ingots, and then upgrading our gear. I didn't upgrade the very first diamond pickaxe we made in the world, so eventually one day we can put it inside a museum. Now that I was fully decked out in netherite, it was time to address the massive pole in the sky. If you're enjoying the video so far, how about leaving a like and subscribing so you never miss an upload? And if you want to help me improve my editing, how about leaving a comment to let me know which was your favourite part? I spent the rest of day 48 gathering wood to build a barn around the creeper farm and then an airship around the AFK platform. When I went back to the beetroot, there was this ominous sign that said press here for update, and when I pressed it, it seemed to unleash a terrible storm. It seemed that overnight the beetroot had been torn up from the ground and landed on some poor farmer's house. Outside there was a message in a book, and it read, "Dear Bailz, you have been selected by a higher power to solve the mysteries of this world and sculpt a new story for it. We will watch you closely as you compose the fate of Asdark and will be in touch periodically with various decrees." On the morning of day 50, I wanted to go and collect the gift that they said we had. Luckily, Stanley had landed with us, so we rode him west to go and retrieve this gift. When we got there, I found a debug stick, a mystical katana, and a new name for Stanley, Nobu, a Japanese word meaning trust. I decided to explore the foreign land that we just landed in by taking a road that went up north, so I spent the rest of day 50 packing up our belongings, and then I set off on a 2-day adventure. On day 51, me and Nobu were enjoying taking in the sights, and then in the evening we set up camp next to this little pond. On day 52, I was a little bit concerned that this road wouldn't actually lead anywhere because we'd been traveling for a long time now, until we finally made it to a cherry blossom valley. We had a basic setup at the bottom of the valley, but I had my eyes on a spot for a starter house. But we needed dark oak, so me and Stanley went on another adventure to go and mine some dark oak. The trees here were much bigger than the trees we had at home, so I only had to chop down one to get about 4 stacks of dark oak. On the morning of day 53, we were almost back at home, but as per usual, I got distracted by a donkey this time. I wanted to get myself a mule so that we had a portable storage system. I captured a donkey, bred it with Nobu, and bam, I had a baby mule. Once we made it back, I wanted to experiment with the book of creation that we found in the farmer's house. Supposedly anything I wrote in it would come true. So I wrote that I had a dog. Unfortunately nothing happened, so I went to bed disappointed. But then I woke up and there was a wolf right next to my bed. And it was my dog. I was so thrown off. But look how cute he is! On day 54, I found myself another ruined nether portal, fixed it up and headed into the nether to get some nether logs so that we'd have all of the materials for our starter house. As you could see, I'd been busy the last 2 days gathering all of the materials for this starter house, but by day 56, we were finally ready to start building. On days 57 through 61, we did a little bit of terraforming and then started building our house. Now this design is by the Minecraft YouTuber Fwhip. When the Nether update was first released, he built an Asian-styled village, and seeing as I'm building in the cherry blossom biome, and the cherry blossom is the national flower of Japan, I thought it was only fitting to build in that sort of style. And to get us started, I thought what better way than to use one of the designs by my favourite Minecraft YouTuber ever. I quickly realised I had no way up to the house, so on day 61 through 63 I built a mountain pathway up, and then for 2 more days I started work on a stables because we had 3 mounts and nowhere to actually put them. By day 66 we'd finished our little starter area. And on day 67 I set my mind to getting some enchantments on my tools. The one problem being, we didn't have an enchantment table. We only had 1 diamond, so I set off
to find a trail ruin in the hopes that we might uncover a diamond. Or a wooden hoe, I mean that's fine.
I found candles, bricks, glass, emeralds, armour trims, pottery sherds, string, more candles, but still no diamond. So I reverted to my old ways and found a shipwreck, which are guaranteed to have diamonds in them. We took our diamonds home and then made ourselves an enchanting table and spent the rest of Funny Number Day enchanting our netherite tools. On the morning of day 70, I used some of the candles we found in the trail ruin to decorate a little shrine at the back of the house, and then I started thinking, you know what, I quite like this hardcore world, so what if I could make it last forever? Cue the totem of undying. It's just a totem of undying, really. Long story short, I wanted to build a raid farm. So me and Nobu set off to find a pillager outpost. And that's exactly what we did. We filled in all of the holes in the area and then started building our raid farm. Then on day 75 to 76, we did a raid. We managed to get a few emeralds. The important thing was we got a totem of undying. With my totem in one hand and emeralds in other, I headed to a nearby village and started to reroll a librarian villager in the hopes that we could get a mending trade. After about 12 rerolls, we were really lucky in that we got a mending villager for pretty cheap. Luckily, we still had our Hero of the Village effect, which made the books even cheaper, so we bought as many as we could and then went to sleep. We ran home, re-enchanted a few tools and then put mending on them, then headed to the raid farm to start mending them. However, this proved less effective than I thought it would be. We were getting lots of emeralds and totems of undying, but our tools weren't getting repaired very quickly. On day 83, I gave up on the raid farm and I used MC chunk paste to find myself a zombie spawner, and then we spent the next couple of days converting it into an experience farm. After a while, I got sick of standing in this ugly little stone box, so I upgraded it a bit and made it look a little bit prettier. To me, the idea of zombies standing in a bright pink room was just quite funny. It took me all the way up until day 94 to fully repair my tools. I forgot what the early game struggle is like. I accidentally left my Minecraft running, so it's now day 97. I wanted to see if we could get some better enchantments on our armor, starting with the boots. I really want feather falling because I fall off everything. Oh, I need lapis. I'm almost out, but let's see what we get. Just protection 4. Oh, feather falling went. No, not worth it. Let's try the chest plate. Oh, not bad. Time to take all of my emeralds to the librarian to try and get some more mending and give Nobu a little present. Look how handsome he is. I found it in the zombie spawner. Nobu, I'm just gonna wait to sleep and then we can go to the village. That's better. Come on, Nobu. This is gonna be expensive. Gonna store these in here until we've got some better enchants. Now, before our 100 days is up, I would really like to try and finish this mountain. I want to replace most of the cobblestone with actual stone, and maybe a bit of cobblestone and mossy cobblestone to texture it. So I'm smelting down some cobblestone now, so that we can make it look a bit prettier. It's day 99 and I'm not... Oh, pretty rainbow. Don't get distracted. It's day 99 and I'm not sure we're going to have time to finish, but we can try our best. That's the sun setting over day 99. We didn't finish the mountain. We made a start on texturing it though. Well, as the sun sets, how about we reflect on everything we've done? Grew an impressive sized beetroot, got full diamond gear without ever entering a cave, accidentally killed the farmer, got chosen by some gods, travelled 2 days on horseback, built this adorable little starter house and an awesome stables, a raid farm, and a zombie experience farm. I think we did pretty good for 100 days, and not to mention all of the emeralds that we have just sitting in a barrel. But this is the 99th sleep. There it is, day 100. Well, I survived 100 days in hardcore. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you want to see more videos by me, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know down in the comments if you made it this far. Most of the clips from this video come from the Minecraft Hardcore playlist on the channel, so if you want to see the full videos, go and check them out. But for now, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.